On this episode of Off the Beaten Path, we visit a hot wing eating contest in Schuylkill County, sample a big, gruesome chocolate peanut butter stout beer. We talk to a guy who calls himself Fitty Shades. And Chris checks out his favorite fireman museum. Pennsylvania is filled with interesting things. You just need to know where to look. Come with us right now as we go off the beaten path. Welcome to another awesome episode of Off the Beaten Path, the program that showcases interesting people, places, and things all across this great state of Pennsylvania. And I am joined today by my co-host, News Director Ann Gownley of WYLN News.
I'm very excited to be here. It's my first episode of Off the Beaten Path.
So tell us why you're here. What do you got for us today?
Well, first of all, as many people know, I'm from Schuylkill County. In Schuylkill County, there's always who has the best wings. And what better way to do it than have a wing contest? And I went to North Schuylkill, junior, senior high school, and the Lady Spartans that I used to play for actually have a fundraiser to get everybody together. 14 vendors over 6 years have come together for a wing eating contest. In the past 3 years, I was able to actually judge the wings, so I got to eat the wings for free. 13 different types of wings.
What a great story.
Really, really good. And I wanted to put it all together to show you how great wings are in Schuylkill County.
I'm very jealous.
Wings, wings, and more wings. It's no lie that wings are a staple in Schuylkill County, and fire companies and restaurants around the area compete to be the best. 6 years ago, the Lady Spartan softball team of North Schuylkill Junior Senior High School in Fountain Springs decided to use that fact and create a fundraising event. At the 6th annual Lady Spartan Softball Wing Fest, 10 local vendors were competing for the coveted Chicken Trophy for best overall, most unique flavor, and hottest wings. Judges from local newspapers, radio stations, and news stations around the area, including Gary Perna and myself from WYLN News, tasted all 13 wings. The Lady Spartan Softball Boosters hosted the event to help raise money for the team so they can purchase equipment, uniforms, and take care of the overall needs of the team.
Initially, we were able to fund the 7th and 8th grade junior high program, which North Schuylkill did not have until we started the fundraisers. We started holding a banquet for them at the end of the year at this fine establishment, the Fountain Springs Country Inn. They host the banquet for us, and then we're able to buy them gifts at the end of the year and present awards to them. So the Wing Fest has been our major fundraiser.
The team's head coach, Dominic Grasso, has spent the past 8 years with the program and says they couldn't do it without the vendors who keep coming back each and every year.
We still have people from 6 years ago when we started this just keep on coming back, and they all help. The people that helped us 6 years ago are still continuing to do so, and it's great. That's the neatest part about the whole thing, and that's what's saying about North Schuylkill softball. It's always supportive. Even when the kids graduate, we have 3 or 4 kids still continuing to play softball at the next level, and it's just great, you know. And the neat part about the whole thing, we go to the field, and if it's a home game, and if one of the girls played for us in the, you know, back in the past, they still come and support us, you know, on the field, which I think is very, very important to me. That's the neatest part about the whole thing, and seeing people that I was associated with 6 years ago, and they still come back.
The softball players in 7th through 12th grade stepped up to the plate, literally, and made sure everyone was having a good time, had everything they needed, and even grabbed some tongs and began handing out wings to those waiting in line. When we spoke with the girls, their favorite part about the Wing Fest was none other than eating them.
Eating lots of wings, trying different flavors we've never tried before, so it's interesting seeing what different kinds of flavors there are. So yeah.
I am a wing junkie, so I have to say eating. This year it's nice because I don't really have to work, so I'll be enjoying every flavor of wing possible.
I like that everyone comes out and supports us, and we make a lot of money from it, and it helps us a lot. And it's nice to have everyone here. It's a good time. We like them to be a part of the Wing Fest. We like them to be on the floor so that the people that come out and patronize us and the vendors that make the wings get the chance to talk to the softball players, talk to them about their season. And the girls really work this. They've been here since 2 hours before the event. They start setting up, they move the tables on the floor. When you get a chance to be on the floor, you'll see they painted signs on the front of every table. The girls come to my house, they have a big party, a couple hours, and they stay together and they just paint beautiful signs. Some of them are very good artists, so it's wonderful. I asked them to autograph them because some of the vendors like to take them home at the end. It's just really nice for them to be here and make the money themselves. This is not us as parents having to sell t-shirts or towels or candy or hoagies, pizzas. This is a totally unique idea and it helps them be a part of it.
Now, I've mentioned how popular wings are in Schuylkill County, but for Coach Dom, he, well, has somewhat of a history lesson for us from his experiences.
You know what? It's great. Believe it or not, I'm not saying my age, but I started in the meat business in the 70s. I was working for somebody. Back then, they used to throw the wings in a bone barrel, throw them away. They couldn't even sell them. So you just for 20 years ago, 25 years ago, what it took off in wings, it's totally, it's crazy. It's beyond the wildest dreams what it did. And the crazy part about that for me is I was in that business and I know what they used to do before. They never sold them, threw them away. Now look at that, it's crazy.
Vendors came from all over Schuylkill County, from restaurants and bars to fire companies. Many of them say this event is something you won't want to miss.
We have a bourbon sauce and one we call a Centralia, and we're having a great time. A lot of people partying. Hey, so enjoyable. Anybody that make it this year, gotta make it next year. Incredible.
Wings around here are probably as popular as Yuengling beer is around here. It's a pretty popular thing. The part that I most enjoy is seeing how people are enjoying wings.
And what would a Wing Fest be without awards?
My favorite part about Wing Fest is at the end when we get to give the prize to the vendors, because the vendors give so much to be here today. They donate 275 wings already prepared and ready to go, and then they get what's called the People's Choice Award. So I'm really excited because all the people that buy a ticket to come in here, they actually vote and they get to pick who has the best tasting wing out of everybody here. And then we have anonymous judges, and they also pick 3 categories of wings. They pick the best tasting wing, most unique flavor, and the hottest wing. So I really enjoy giving the prizes out to the vendors because they're the ones that make it happen. If it wasn't for the vendors, we wouldn't be able to do this wing contest because it's their wings that make it.
Those are some pretty big honors to win, but there is a title of Best Tasting Wing with an award that everyone strives for. The trophy is unique, just like the flavor that wins it, and I'll let Trish explain this one.
The trophy is your standard trophy that a lot of athletes bring home, but on the top is the chicken. And this trophy is coveted throughout Schuylkill County. People know it. It actually has gone around the world. It has a Facebook page. So we get a new trophy every year for the new person who wins, but we actually know that every year people go on and add to the Facebook page. They've taken it out of the country, they take it on trips. So these people that win the trophy, they're very serious about their wings. They're excited to win the trophy. So that's my biggest, is giving the award to the winner and seeing their happiness in the end too.
With the awards handed out, only bones left from the wings, what better way to close out the night than with the traditional chicken dance? Brought to you by the Lady Spartan softball team. And when next year comes around and you get hungry for wings, make sure to check out the 7th annual Lady Spartan Wing Fest and tell them you heard about it here on Off the Beaten Path.
Coming up next on Off the Beaten Path, sampling a great Pennsylvania beer.